Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good day to all of you. How are you guys doing there? Yvonne Mundi here from One Global Movement. One Global Movement is a company, a movement that I build to help others, youths with a focus on the young woman, so that they can use the resources at their disposal to thrive, to build generational wealth while living a life of leadership and purpose. And I am doing this through education, through empowerment, through uplifting the youths so that they can become what God has created them to be. Today, I am going to be talking to you about the importance of gardening, farming in my culture, because my parents did large scale farming. So, but I'm also doing farming here. But gardening, I think, is also a large scale gardening because it's about half an acre of land that I garden every springtime. So, spring is here. April is a time of rejuvenation, the time of the flowers sprouting out, the time of admiring the beauty of the vegetation, the grass, the trees, and everything is going to become fresh again. And now you can see the farmers, the gardeners, they are busy planting beautiful flowers or vegetables or fruits in their garden. And I love that period. So, gardening has a lot of importance on ourselves. And I know and understand that gardening might not be a thing for everybody or farming, but it is something for me because it has a lot of benefits and I have benefited a lot from it. My mother, my family, all of us have benefited from gardening. All of us, we garden regardless. So, garden, number one, garden encourages healthy eating. And what do I mean by that? When you grow your own crops yourself, when you grow them organically without um, chemical fertilizers, when you grow them with natural compost, that encourages healthy eating within you because you know that you're the one who is growing those things and you know what you're growing and you know that you're growing them uh, organically and naturally. So, number two, gardening promotes exercise. Whether you know it or not, sometimes the effect of farming, especially large scale farming or gardening, can have a toll on our bodies. But at the same time, it is doing something within us passively that we don't know. Because when you're gardening, you're moving your muscles, you're moving your arms, your legs, your mind, and everything is moving. So that way it promotes exercise without you knowing. And that exercise is very healthy for us because we need it every single day. Number three, which is very important, gardening helps us to deviate away from focusing on technology, the social media, our emails, or Facebook, or net, and other things, to focus on other things because we need that the beauty of the garden, the fruits, the vegetable, the fruits that we grow, we need it to eat, to nourish our bodies so that when we do go back to technology, we can also focus and do quality work with technology. Yes, so gardening, those are the three important ones. But gardening does even more than that. And gardening can bring out your creativity and spark innovation in you. Yes, it can bring out your creativity and also spark innovation in you. That is very, very important. You see, I have learned from some gardeners, fellow gardeners who are my friends, that we went through treatment together. And she gardens and journals. She really, really partitions her garden into various fruits and the vegetables, and then she journals to also help other people. I learned that from her. Otherwise, I would not know that I can actually garden and journal at the same time. Gardening contributes to sustainability. gardening sustain us. For somebody like me who comes from a big family that are focused on farming and gardening too, we grew crops. My parents grew that to eat, to sustain us, so that we can eat. And then part of it too was also going to be sold. So it can be a way of sustaining ourselves, not just to consume those foods domestically, but to also sell them, grow them for commercial purposes. That way, we can take money and also then use that money to buy other things that we need that we cannot produce through gardening. Another point is that there is a saying in the farming and gardening community that says, couple and families that garden or farm together, they stick together. Couples or family that garden or farm together stick together. This applied to us, to my family. You know, my parents were together, even though there were some difficulties too, but they were together. Farming brought them together. And we, the children, we were connected together through gardening. There is something magical about gardening that just brings people together. And for us children, we were just trying to see who will finish their own portion of farming or gardening, or whose own is going to do so well, to test our ability of nurturing, watering our plants so that they can grow. And so all of us wanted their plants, their crops to grow so well. And so we had to focus on doing that. And then gardening improves concentration. Yes, gardening improves concentration. Remember, when you love to garden, you're gonna put your all your energy, all your thinking, all your all your love and everything into gardening. Somebody like me, that's what I do. Last gardening season, gardening helped me a lot because the only best place that could really help me recover from my mental difficulties was to go sit in the garden. I sat in the garden, I plucked out weeds, and I would read in the garden when my eyes were getting better. And then I would even put a mat in between the corn and vegetable, and I would just lay there, and I was so happy. Or I would just go out and walk up and down the garden, just looking at the plants and admiring them, and I was smiling. I got busy, so I concentrated right there, and it was beautiful. It was really a beautiful thing to really see. Gardening contributes to it also contributes to enhancing cognitive ability and social skills. Yes, gardening contributes to enhance our cognitive and social skills. When you garden, you are training your brain to think positively. And that is also a social way of bonding with others, even with the plants. That is a social way of bonding with something. Like me and my friend in treatment, we're bonding through gardening. That is also a social way, a social benefit of gardening. So this is so important for me because I am preparing now. Yesterday, it's been 2 days. Yesterday was Thursday. Wednesday, I went to register ourselves in the community garden, and my mom didn't come. My son is out of home in school, out of state, and I succeeded to register only myself and my son. But the person that was doing the registration said I need to bring my mom. So yesterday we went, we registered my mom. We are happy. They're gonna open the community garden on the 6th of May. And you come and see how people are busy, like the busy ants. And then they will bring this compost, natural manure, bring it there. Everybody is hoiling it. Sometimes you get so tired. I just keep drinking water, drinking water. And this time again is another time. That's good exercise for us. And it helps us all round. That is so important. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Remember, this is spring. Spring is time for love, time for rejuvenation, time for planting, time for gardening, time for admiring the beauty of nature, the trees, the flowers, smelling the flowers and be happy, or just even giving natural flowers to somebody. That is very, very powerful. So thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities for you. Thank you, and I love you all. Mwah.